Dad, from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
Bob.
Who the fuck is that guy? Who the fuck is that?
Oh, I got him! I like it. Everyone type pussy. I want to see it. I want to see it actually.
Hold on, you want to see pussy?
I'm going to see yours later. Just type it in there.
Yes! Go on! Oh, he's at the post! Oh! Yes! Get the fuck in there! No!
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Dutchy's very tired. So
I am on the deathbed.
he's 2 nights in? 2 nights in? 2 night shifts in.
3 nights in.
3 night shifts
Got
in.
2 left.
2 left to go. And I went, go to mine and record a podcast, and then took a lot longer than I wanted to get ready to go.
The only time I say this, I'll be glad when we finish filming this episode.
It's probably going to be the most time conscious one you've ever had, isn't it?
Yeah.
I just realised my watch is somewhere in this house, and I've not turned it off. So if at some point I get a phone call,
Ticking time bomb.
you'll hear a do 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 do. That's from the time where Lou hears me saying it and goes, "I'm gonna ring him."
Oh boy.
To be that person. So, go on. How is work?
Shite.
Shit.
So I turned up last night, and because this is my factory job, not the axe throwing. No one's only throwing axes at fucking
I would
midnight.
call from actions at midnight, to be fair.
It would be fun doing all nighter. Yeah, I turned up to my factory job where I run a production line, and they said, "Oh yeah, your line's not running, so we're going to stick you somewhere else." I'm like, could you not have told me this before I turn up, so I could just turn and go, "Oh, you know what? Just use me bank towers half the time off."
I've just realised the fundamental flaw in something I've just done.
Oh no, what have we done?
I have not muted this second microphone.
It's going to be echoey.
There's a chance that first bit is echoey.
It's fine, they can still hear it.
And
the tired one.
And here's the thing as well. You know how I said we don't edit things out, Stainer? Mainly because I haven't got the effort to edit it out. I could do. We could go from now.
Start again.
We'd be like, "Hi, welcome in." Like,
just from now. No.
Yeah, no, it's not happening. I got time to do.
Anyway,
and we're gonna have my fat head coming straight up to the camera instead. Well, hello. Whilst the light bounces off here. And I'm meant to be the one that's awake.
And he's just woke up, and I've been awake for what? I don't know what time. I was awake for 1:30 yesterday.
Cry me a river.
I fucking am, mate. I will make you all cry, River.
What's this?
I've fucking the world's smallest violin.
World's smallest violin, yeah.
Keep playing it.
Yeah.
You've been playing that whole fucking session.
So to keep you awake, let's start with your show and tell for today.
Show and tell, President Loki. If you watch the Loki TV series, you'll know what it's from. But it's like about 100 fucking different variants of Loki. We have a President one.
Does Lou have President Loki?
She
has got President Loki.
She's
Yeah,
got
Lou.
the same one.
She's got President Loki and Kid Loki.
Kid Loki, and he's Kid Loki. Need to find him.
And on Kid Loki there is Crokey.
Oh, Crokey.
Crokey is on Kid Loki.
No.
But he's on his back, so you've got to take him out the box to be able to see him properly.
Ah, right, okay. I've got a rocket with Baby Groot on his back. Yeah, I'll bring him in one day.
One day.
One day.
Can you see Baby Groot, or is he?
You can see him. Oh, he's on like his shoulder, so
okay.
Yeah. But he's out the box. He's one of the first that took out the box, so half of my the majority of my pops are in the box. But when I first started collecting them, I was taking them out the box. I've got quite a few just out the box.
Get it in the bin.
No, we're not getting the bin.
Get it in the bin.
No.
Get it in the bin.
Fuck you.
No. Feel sorry for me.
No.
No, okay.
I say that. Lou got all hairs out the box.
Yeah.
And now, as you can see, they're all back in the boxes.
Well, I threw the boxes away at first. I don't know why. I was not known.
What? What? What?
No. But now I know the error of my ways, so they stay in the box now. Unless I really, really want to see what it's like, so I'll take it out, look at it, and then put it back in.
Fair enough. Should we touch on our Christmas decoration?
Yeah.
Balted here. Right, I'm gonna move this so it can be seen in full on camera, and then I will take a photo of it. My mother, in her creative ways, she made decorations for mine and Lou's wedding. So she put, it was the same, the tree trunks with the leaves and stuff on that were in the centerpieces. So she made loads of them, and then she made a Christmas one because she had spare tree trunks, and Lou was like, I like that, it's really nice. And my mum made one. And I was like, why have you got me that for? I don't really want a big monstrosity in the middle of my table. And she went, be a nice centerpiece for your podcast. And because she's made it, and she said it's for this, I can't not have it.
You don't like it, do you?
No, I'm not forced, to be fair.
Okay.
If Lou's happy, I'm happy. Which is a good starting point for dating relations.
Yeah.
Dating and relationships. Let's have one married person of 10 years with one extremely alone person.
And funnily enough, it was my idea to talk about it.
I think it was more because obviously we had on the early
Twitch,
Twitch,
the early release, someone came in and he thought we were talking about dating, and that when we were talking about men's mental health, but fair enough.
Well, you were using about you Rex, weren't you? So I can understand the slight confusion depending on when they came into view. Yeah. See,
where do we start with this one?
Well,
we could talk about his situation.
Yeah, because he went all out for a date.
Oh, he did.
He was
for
like
a first date as well.
For a first date, he was like booked a meal, got some flowers, picked her up, and blah, blah, and then
went to a movie.
Went for a movie as well. Like obviously, I feel like he was American.
It sounded like
off the context the way he's putting things. To go through all that effort to be like, no, I don't want a second date. Either she's really not into him, or he went too over the top for a first date that she was kind of like.
That's old school as well.
That is it's old school, but to me, like maybe he is old school.
Yeah.
And then,
I mean, nowadays you probably think, oh, it's a bit too much, but back in the day that was like a normal thing. So, I mean, everyone has the different preferences. Like, she agreed to go on a first date with him.
Yeah.
He's done his best to try and impress her. And then
I reckon if it was split down the middle, like maybe they go from a movie one and then a meal another one.
Yeah.
It might have been less.
It might be, yeah.
That's all.
So he's probably done 2 dates in one.
Yeah. So he didn't get his second date. He just did it right after the first.
Yeah.
Oh, what a cup move. But, no, did you actually bond?
When we talk about trying not to say that word. But as long as it's not the first what?
It's not the first 30 seconds. You 2 hours ago, yeah. And that's why we've got a 1 minute 20
1 minute, yeah, that's
introduction
just
video.
to make sure we pass that 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So he asked her out for a second date. She turned him down, and then he got all not upset. Like,
a bit down. I don't know. But I just realised I'm missing my mat. I am mine. It's because my mat's over here. There you go. I'm so prepared for today. As you can clearly tell.
Yes.
Yeah. I think, like, obviously, you probably got the more bottom end of the stories of dating and relationships. And
I've had 2 relationships, and not one of them has gone past 2 years.
I don't like, obviously.
So I am #forever alone.
Because you've put yourself out there a few times with some people, and like,
I feel like I put an effort in, and if it feels like to them I don't, okay, I'm not going to apologise. I'm just going to say, fuck you.
Fuck you!
There you go.
Get it in the bin.
Yeah. I mean, I could touch on something that happened recently.
Oh, go on.
No, it's funny because last year when I wasn't mentally well, I had 4 dates with 2 different people. Not the same time.
Player.
Not the same time.
Oh, okay. I'll think about it. I redact my player.
Not at the same time. And then this year when I've been feeling better, 0 dates. But so I won't mention this person's name. I went on a date with one of them last year. 1 date.
You said it like I know who it is.
You don't.
Okay.
No. Went on a date with someone last year. 1 date. Said, oh yeah, don't think it's going to work out. Can't feel a connection. I was like, okay, yeah, fair enough. And then we kept in touch. Still do. Well, I think, I hope.
You hope. When was the last time you spoke to them?
Last week.
Okay, so yeah, she's still in touch.
And then soon after, they got into a relationship with someone else. Okay, fair enough. Still kept in touch with me. Because I left them alone. I thought, okay, she's fucking found someone else. So I just left it. But then she kept trying to keep in touch. A few months ago, they split up. So it was only like a year-long relationship. And then she started talking a bit more. And I thought, should I shoot my shot again? Knowing full well, she said no. The first time, I thought, second time a charm. Asked, and she still said no. So now I'm like, what the fuck do I have to do? You know? So, it's one of those. So, I feel like for men, we take, I mean, I fucking take rejection big time, like, to heart. As much as, you know, the guy we were talking about before.
Yeah, he took it, didn't he?
Yeah. He's even saying, oh, you know, maybe I should change for her. And we were like, no, you do not fucking change one bit about you.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I know I've changed in 10 years with Lou, but it's different because, like, I was a twat for a lot of our relationship for various reasons. Like, I touched on last week with the men's mental health side of it and stuff like that. And, like, me going, no, me realising I need to change that or I was going to lose her and the kids.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. And it's like, it's just like little shitty things. Like, like literal little shitty things. It could be simple as not asking her how her day was at work and stuff like when she asked me all the time. Like little simple things like that. Why the fuck she was still with me after 8 years? Fuck knows. Like, every credit to her. She stuck in there. She dug them nails in and was like, no, I'm gonna ground you.
Fair enough.
And bring you down to a normal level.
This is the sort of shit I want, and then no one wants it with me.
In all fairness, what you need to do is you need to go and find an excessively drunk person in the middle of Bolton Town Centre. That's what I did.
You make that sound. Well, she come to you though, didn't she? Really?
In all fairness, yeah, she did. She more walked out of Yates's and Bolton, and I just stood there and went, "Where are you going?"
And she heard your Scouse accent.
Like,
wait a minute.
You're
not from round here.
Oh, do you know what? Right, Bolton. Shit, you not. That job by far. The most bizarrest thing ever. That same night, bear in mind, so I'd met Lou, and I was kind of like, oh, isn't she nice? And then other end of the spectrum, right?
You met
group of about 15 boys and girls.
Right.
And then, so like, they're walking up, the large group, and then there's two sort of straggling behind two girls, as they do, because they're pissed and they're like, stumbling along.
As they do.
First question, where you all going tonight? Why were you working for?
FBI.
Yeah, FBI, yeah.
Where were you last night?
The women trafficking scheme. Does this smell like Rohypnol to you?
Just sniff right here.
I was like, no, I was like, JT, coming in. No, I'd rather shit in my hands and clap. Fine. Got
right,
it. Do it. What? Do it.
Right now.
And he was like, what? I went, do it. I said, shit your hands and clap. He was like, he didn't know what to do with it. Yeah, I was going to carry on walking. I was like, okay. And obviously, I didn't realise the two behind are part of that group. So I was like, same again. Where you going tonight? They were like, and one girl was like, I was like, yeah, whereabouts you going tonight? She went, why are you asking? And I was like, no, I'm promoting. She's like, oh, you're not from around here, are you? I went, no, I'm not.
No.
She's like, are you from Liverpool? I was like, yes.
Yes.
Like, oh, can you say chicken and trainees and can of Coke? And I was like,
Can of Coke?
I was like, can of fuck?
If you go to the club, I'll say it.
And she's like, can you say anything? And I was like, anything.
Anything, yeah.
And she was like, can you say anything? I went, anything. She's like, no, but can you say anything? I was like,
Anything?
anything. She was like, and her mate looking at her going,
You had a...
you fucking knobhead. Like,
Drunk
and
people are
she
funny.
literally just tapped me on the shoulder and went, he is saying anything. She went, oh, aren't you funny? And I was like, oh my God, how dense are you? She was like, I love your accent, by the way. I was like, all right, yeah, good for you. And she was like, it's really turning me on. I was like, right, that's enough of that. Walked away. I was like, I'm not dealing with this anymore.
Oh boy.
Yeah. And that was like other end of the spectrum. Fucking stupidity.
It's funny because we talk about, you know, what's the best women's accent. So we say like Irish or whatever.
Not Scouse.
Not Scouse.
Not
Then
Scouse.
women's, for men's, it's Scouse. I'd say.
Scouse, Irish, Geordie, Scottish.
Yeah.
Tends to be 2 points.
Yeah.
And yeah, fucking, I can't think of like girl, like that. I'm not like an accenty person.
No.
There's accents I think sound nicer than others.
Yeah.
And like we talked about Joey Essex, I would much rather if he was in it, you had a Geordie accent, I would probably like him more.
Yeah.
Like,
Fair enough.
but if he had a Scottish accent, I would really like him more. Can you imagine
him with a Scottish accent?
being
Oh,
as stupid as he is
with that accent?
with a Scottish accent? It would be beautiful. Not that I'm saying that all Scottish people are dumb. I'm saying Joey Essex is dumb.
Yes, he is. He's saying all Scottish people are dumb. But anyway.
Sorry, Jenny.
We love you, Jenny. What were we?
Relationships and dating.
Yeah, we were. That's how tired I am. I'm like zoning in and out.
Divert.
In and out.
In and out.
In and out.
See, right. It took me 10 years, and I have mastered the complex grid to keep the wife happy.
What is that?
Are you ready?
Go on.
So when Lou's right, and I'm wrong, Lou's right.
Yep.
When Lou's wrong,
Yep.
and I'm right, Lou's right. When Lou's right, and I'm right, Lou's right. And when Lou's wrong, and I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Right.
No, I'm wrong.
Oh, you're wrong.
I'm wrong. Yeah. So in every situation, Lou's right, I'm wrong.
Yep.
And that's it.
There you go.
That's the easy way of looking at it. And if you follow that simple,
They're happy.
they stay happy, and your relationship will last for years.
It's like a pet, but human form.
Basically.
Feed them, keep
because
them happy. You'll be happy.
I'd say that, but I do like 90 to 95% of the cooking of food and washing of clothes, mainly because I'm sure she did it on purpose, right? To get out of ironing forever. Way back when, like literally a year, maybe a year and a half into the relationship, I'm quickly going to get in the shower. I say, "Can you iron them pants for me?" Because I was going to work. She was like, "Yeah, it's fine." Luckily, I've got 2 pairs of black pants because she burnt a hole in one of them.
Oh.
Right.
Right.
I don't know what I'm just ironing it. Blah, blah. And she's ironed before.
Okay.
And she's always said she didn't like it. And I'm convinced she's burnt a hole in it so that I turn around and go, yeah, I'd rather not risk you ironing it outside of myself. I'm sure she's done it on purpose. And the same with the washing machine. I was at work once when we lived in the flat.
Yeah.
And she rings me. The kitchen's flooded. What do you mean the kitchen's flooded? The washing machine's flooded everywhere. And since then, like, I really don't trust it near the washing machine either. And I like cooking, so.
Okay, fair enough.
So, So I feel like, No, she's butlered me, is what she's done.
She's got the whip out and going, you do it.
Not even that. She's basically just done things wrong that I go,
I'll do it from now.
I'll do it. So it's done my way, and I'm not annoyed. She's butlered me into doing 90% of the stuff.
I mean, I can hold my own, ladies. Just shooting my shot out there now.
Can you iron?
I can iron, yeah. Fucking ironed in the RAF, didn't I?
Oh yeah, shit, yeah, you did. Yeah, Dutchy.
Well, we had to anyway.
Dutchy used to come with a uniform. Maybe that's what you should do. Get your uniform back. You never know.
Do I have anything? No.
No,
because I had to give it all back.
You have to join the RAF. You right?
Yeah. I can borrow me brothers. Borrow me brothers.
In the nicest possible way. Will it fit?
No, because he's actually bigger than me. So
little brother.
Little brother. He's taller. He's bigger built. Because when he was in Iraq, he just said, "Oh, I just hit the gym all fucking day, every day."
Bigger that way, not that way.
Not that way.
Not that way. No. You're bigger that way.
I am.
Yes. You're winning something.
Yeah.
I'm not going to ask you to compare PPUs to see who's bigger there.
I don't even fucking know.
I reckon it's him though, because that's just the way it's going for you.
Dun, dun, dun. It probably is. I don't. He's got 2 kids to prove.
I like it.
Andy. He watches the podcast, you know. Yeah.
Yes.
Because when I promoted the last one, like Laura, his wife, he's like sending me messages. I'll put us on the TV at her house.
Yes.
And he's there watching. I'm like, so hi, Laura and Andy.
I'm just gonna be like, yes, I have a bigger peepee. Yes.
I think I've mentioned him in every episode. Nearly every episode.
I know Lou's mentioned pretty much every episode.
Yeah, she is. Yeah.
I mean, she kind of lives here, so I kind of can't.
She's got to.
You never know. At some point, she's upstairs, and she's a bit fatigued. She might come down. She might not. And if she doesn't, then if she does, she might hear a chime in every so often from the background.
Yeah.
with some sort of comment. We ain't sure where to go with this one either, were we? Like with the discussions, because obviously relationship and dating's hard.
Yeah.
I feel like I know I've not taken Lou on anywhere near the amount of dates I'd like to.
Mm-hmm.
Like but a lot of that is down to having kids
'Cause everything
and
gets
childcare.
expensive.
Shift work for me. She used to work sporadic shifts with EE until she left. Now at least I know she works 9 till 5:30, and she gets 2 days off a week, one Sunday and one another day.
Yeah.
So at least I could plan ahead in that respect. But 9 times out of 10, her day off, I'm doing something. So today, I'm at later on, and she's obviously off. So we could go for an evening. Oh, we've got like that's not how it goes.
I mean, that's sort of like me at the minute. I'm saying, oh, I am fucking single. Someone take me, but I'm actually got a pretty busy life at the minute. Because I'm on Tinder and all that, and then you match with someone and you start talking and you start saying, oh yeah, I've got 2 jobs, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and then I've had people say, have you got time to do anything? I'm like,
I don't.
well, 1, I don't, but then I said 2, I can make time. Don't worry about it. And then that was it. Then I got ghosted.
The answer
like,
should the answer always be I make time.
I make it.
Yeah. If you're worth the effort, well, no, maybe not if you're worth the effort. I make the time.
I will make the time for the right person. Just give me a fucking chance. Don't just go, oh, you got no time to spare.
We should. Oh, do you know what? If we got to the point where we were like became big, we should blind date you.
I hate that. I have done that before. So
no, what I mean is like literally. Remember the show? So,
blind date.
So the only blacking up a white person's allowed to do, we'll still black it up, right? And we will literally. We'll put you behind a wall. We'll hold a blanket up. We'll wrap a blanket around you.
Yeah.
So you can't see.
Can't see anything.
Microphone in there like, hello.
A cheap version of blind
cheap
date.
version of blind date. And we'll just put it out there. Be like, yeah, we got. Who wants to go on a date?
This ugly bastard here. Do you want to take him out? And then be like, no.
Oh, you'd be surprised. Because what was it? There was a video I watched of some like proper cocky bloke, as you'd expect. He's quite ripped and stuff like that. And he was going on about. He said, he was like going on about personalities in people. He was like, those who don't have a personality normally like the models, the stunners, and blah blah blah. So that the fatties and the uglies, they're the ones who've got a bit of something about them because they've got to compensate. I was like,
follow me.
Well, you're gonna get some shit, mate. And he did. Read the comments on the TikTok and was fucking like, oh, you can fuck off. He's too immature and blah blah. I wouldn't want to go near him anyway. He probably spends more time in the gym than he spends at home. Blah 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 blah. And then so there was like one comment. She was like, I'm one of them models he's referring to. She said, I won't want someone like him anyway. I want a bloke who's got a personality, can have a laugh and a joke with. And when on Friday, I'm like, I'm fed up with this diet, goes and buys a Chinese. I was like, that's you!
It's me.
You're that person!
It's me. Hi. I'm the problem. It's me. That fucking song goes.
Didn't even know it was a song.
It is a song.
I thought you was improvising.
No. It's like a thing on TikTok as well. It's like people say
Dutchy's karaoke.
Yeah. People will know what I'm on about.
Oh, you would just sing a song, go up to someone in the street and finish the lyrics. We should start doing things like that. We should do little live things. I might come into your axe phone one day. Just be like, every time someone walks in, finish the lyrics, or what? We will throw axes at you.
You go stand over by the target. We'll throw an axe. What's the lyric?
I like your axe phone tips episode. Some of them are good. Is it Dutch axe eater? Or Dutchy
Dutch the axe eater.
Dutch D.
No, like THE.
Dutch the axe eater.
All in one.
Because I put Dutchy the axe eater, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, yeah. So it was Dutch the axe eater. So I need to fix that before I edit any more.
Some people like the last 2 I made last weekend. A couple of people didn't get the joke. So one of them were I'm waiting for someone to order drinks. And the sound is like Mickey Mouse voice, so I'm waiting for your fucking response. And you're just gonna say anything, dumbass? And someone commented, "Wait, is no one allowed to fucking take the time to use and shit?" I was just like, "It's a fucking joke, mate. Jesus Christ! Of course they fucking are."
It's a Superman one, and it was flying and like the joke.
Yeah, over. And then another one where I throw an axe, and the caption is, "Oh." Like, as if someone's saying, oh, you must go all the ladies for your axe throwing skills. No one's actually said that, but it's for, for the TikTok.
Axe throwing for a date? How many dates do you get there?
Yeah, everyone goes on dates. Like, pretty much 90% of our customer base is
a date
couples going on a date, yeah.
In some form.
Yeah.
Do you get, like, first or second dates? Or have you got more established couples coming in?
More established couples. But I have noticed you can tell when it's, like, a first or a second date. Because they're not too sure about each other, like they're not really talking to each other.
You got to try and ease that tension a bit.
Yeah, I remember the one couple.
That's right. The lonely person in the
lonely
room.
person, yeah.
Easing
I can
attention.
tell. It's weird. 'Cause I can
You
tell.
sense desperation.
Yeah. Because I'm like, that's me. Because I'm like dead awkward anyway. I don't know what to talk about, so I'm like, panic.
Dude, I need to talk about me.
I should really. I should.
Oh,
Then, to me, in my mind, I'm like, oh, I'm talking about myself too much. I'm being too egotistic.
No. Literally, talk about me.
Talk about you. No,
I've got this mate who's a knobhead.
I do a podcast with someone. He's a fucking.
He's an absolute.
I know he said the C.
I am a bastard though, because in uni there was a lad he really struggled with girls, and I wingmaned him into a 3-year relationship by simply walking up to someone going, "Have you met pets?" and threw him into it. So off the whole "Have you met Ted" from How I Met Your Mother?
Yeah,
basically that.
right.
Threw him into her and was like,
to be honest, my last relationship I was literally forced. Like on the first night we met, I was literally forced, like, now kiss.
do it.
And then ended up in a relationship. And then look how that turned out.
Yeah, very well. Yeah, so I was threw him into her. And they bonded over the mutual hatred for me at that time. Don't tell me it doesn't work. You literally, you put someone in an uncomfortable zone, and he knew what I was doing anyway, because I'd done it before to him. And I think by this point he'd realised that if I turn around and go, sorry about him, he's a massive villain, can I buy you a drink or whatever, like, to say sorry for him. And she goes, and then like the normal conversation, yeah, he's a massive villain. Go, oh, don't worry, because you have to live with him, and he can talk more about how much of a prick I was to live with. And all of a sudden it's like you've got rid of that initial awkwardness because you're talking about something.
I'll keep going.
And then you just obviously go from there. It does work. So yeah, if you have a lonely friend and you're out on a night out, just throw them into someone. Have you met with it?
I am that lonely friend.
But this day and age, obviously, we talked on it as well with the LGBTQ. Make sure that they are sexually interested in the gender of the friend.
Of your choice.
I would say it probably works more with lads being thrown at girls than it would work with girls being thrown at lads, because lads are all like, oh. Especially if it's a night out, because normally girls wear quite revealing tops and dresses, but boobs.
Like me. I'm trying to sell myself, but also like
Dutchy will throw money at you, literally.
Please, I'm desperate. I'm joking.
Not the best way to go.
No, I'm not desperate. I'm waiting for the right person.
Aww.
Just to try and make people. Just to try and make people feel sorry for me. I will guilt trip people into doing it as well. You know, because.
Do you know how you're trying to sell yourself? Really not.
I'm like, yeah, look at me.
You know the hole you've dug for yourself.
It's like
can no longer see you in it. You're that deep.
You can just like see the top of my head.
Not even that.
Not even that.
Not even that. You are a dot to me down that hole now.
Forever alone.
And the Ted's like, hello! Is anybody out there?
And then you just see dirt falling on top of you, like, oh,
it's just there, just a little bit.
Embarrassing.
Just a bit. I am an embarrassing person.
Nah, you're just more awkward. You're quite introverted, though, aren't you?
I am very much. Well, you say that. Oh, mentally, yeah.
Mentally introverted. Like Lou's hand. What fucking? She's got. Like I can take. So sometimes when she like goes to a party, if it's not family, she's got a switch. I can't think how she describes it. And it's like a basic social switch. Yeah. She gets to a point where she's socially reached out, maxed out. She can't do anymore. Yeah. And she's like, I am done now. I want to go home.
That's me.
Right. And I'm like, okay, I will go home.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't bother me. But she also feels like she can't go because she's letting someone down. Yeah. And it's probably it's one thing we argue about the most after dues and stuff like that. So like, there's times I've gone to pick her up from like people's houses and stuff, and she'd be like, she gives me a look and say, I want to come home. But other people are like, no, you don't. No, you can stay for a few more. Why don't you have a drink as well? No, because I'm driving. That's why I'm not having. You
feel awkward because you want to stay.
Yeah.
Then they're asking. They want you to.
I've got no issue being the dickhead that goes, no, I've come together. I'm going home. Yeah. Like kind of thing. And like, all right, it might come across to them like we're in a sort of maybe abusive relationship, but
it's not.
The best way to look at it is if we were, she wouldn't have gone out in the first place. No. Like that's how like the easy way of looking at it.
People aren't comfortable being out after a while, then
it's fine. It's like I'm extremely extroverted. I will literally talk to anyone. She hates it. It's like, I don't understand how you do it. Like, you literally could be like, hi, this is Dave. And I'm like, hi, Dave. And like, poor Dave's like, what?
Who the fuck are you?
What? Get on me.
I'll only ever talk to someone if they talk to me. That's how introverted I am.
Nah.
So, like, if I don't know anyone, I probably won't make the effort.
And then that's where I throw you into people. Have you met Dutchy? Eat.
It's like the Mike Tyson meme where he's got 2 pigeons, and then the caption is now Kiff. It's like that. Kiss.
Kiss. Now kiss.
Now kiss.
Kiss. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you recommend axe throwing as a date?
Yeah. People love it as a date idea. Like, people don't really, like, every couple that comes, they're like, oh, we didn't know this was a thing and all that. And you're like, yeah, sure.
Because obviously you work for Timberjacks.
Yeah.
They've got all over the country, and these sites all over the country.
Well, no, we've only got 4 venues. So
4 venues.
One at Liverpool, one at Leeds, one at Shrewsbury, one at Kidderminster.
Okay.
So it's only like, it's a small company based off of
Have
this.
they not got one in Manchester?
There's a rumour that they might be opening one in Manchester.
Because when she was getting married, Rob organised axe throwing for me, Stu, Joe, and then obviously himself. And that was in Manchester. I could have sworn it was a Timberjacks, or was it a different?
It's a different one.
Yeah.
So Urban Punks, I think you're thinking about.
Oh, is it right?
Because they're a pretty big axe throwing company as well.
So there you go. Yeah. So if you are looking for a date, something a bit different, axe throwing, and you'll soon learn how competitive you both are.
Oh, everyone gets competitive, like super competitive. And I'm not just saying this now, but I tend to find the women better than the men.
I think it's because women are more detailed oriented.
Yeah.
There you go, like, I've got to throw it like this to there to there to get to there, and it'll get in the board where lads are just like, fuck off!
Oh, seriously. He's doing it down to a T. Because men will turn up and go, oh, it's easy, you just fucking throw an axe, but it's not.
It's a lot of technique in it. Because actually, I've watched some of the videos like that you put on for your axe throwing league, and there's a bloke who's like, actually, like, so delicate, just goes, dunk.
Yep.
And like, it's such an intricate throw, but it sticks in the board, and you're like, and then there's Bob's yeet over the tent.
Oh yeah,
that is fucking amazing. If I can find, is it on TikTok?
He's on TikTok.
Right, is that video on TikTok? If it's on TikTok, I'll find it and I'll drop it in here.
Yeah.
Of Bob, literally, it was a festival, weren't it?
It was not like a. It was like in a field for like the army or something.
I thought it was a festival, but either way, yeah. So he's got like he's got an actual install up, hasn't he? And where their 2 tents are, he throws an axe over the tent and sticks it in the board. And I'm like, I can't do that from like this far away. And he's yeeting it over fucking tents and getting it in.
Well, you learn from the master, and I learned from him. So
there you go. Ray's left now, isn't he? And Ray's left you as well.
Yeah, Ray. At the same fucking time.
At the same time. Get it in the bin.
I think they both got
fuck you
at the same time, so I can't blame them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm the only one there, along with our festival guy, Dan. At the minute, it's just literally 2 of us holding down the fort.
Fuck yeah.
But it is pretty quiet at the minute, so I'm not in as often as
this time of year, wasn't it?
So yeah, but it is cold out there. So
and it gets cold in there. It's like it's a warehouse, isn't it?
Yeah. We're the biggest venue they have, so it's fucking.
Grow up! It's only a bit of cold. Shorts over this. -8. That's probably about
I had 4 layers on Saturday when I was working.
Baby. big baby. Grow up.
I am.
The only people that can be cold in this weather are people under the age of 12. Get over it.
Sorry.
You're a northerner. Deal with it.
Just put your big coat on.
It's not even big coat weather yet. Grow up.
That's after Christmas.
Yeah. When it snows, you can put your big coat on. How's that?
Yeah. Like down south.
And that's only to make sure your bum doesn't get wet.
Exactly. Down south, stay indoors, don't go outside. Northerners, just put your big coat on.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think we really spoke much about dating or relationships.
We've gone off to beating track again.
Every single week.
That's our treat.
I
mean, we've talked about it a bit, haven't we?
I reckon we'll put that up there. Top dates. I reckon axe throwing.
Axe throwing is a top date.
It's a good gate.
Yeah.
A good gate. A good gate. A good gate.
Yeah.
A good date. I mean, I would take Lou axe throwing, but like I said, it's like we've not got the fucking time to stuff like that. So, actually saying that, at our wedding, my cousin said she's willing to babysit anytime. So I might pull her up on that one day and be like, you know how you said
you babysit.
You babysit anytime. Well,
there you go.
Here's your chance.
Here's your chance.
We want to go axe throwing.
Teach you all the trick shots.
I'll come get you from Stockport.
Oh, is that what she...
Yeah, that's our John.
Oh,
Our
okay.
John's kid. So, I mean, if we time it right, I'll do it when Liverpool are playing at home.
Okay.
So when he comes up to go to the match, he can bring her with him.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah.
And I'm like, right, so we've got.
To be honest, when the match is on at home, it's pretty quiet because we're in Liverpool.
Because you're in Liverpool, yes.
Yeah.
Obviously, a lot of people are watching on these. See?
I've had people come after the game
Smart.
or before the game. So,
Smart
yeah,
me, mate.
There you go.
Big brain. Not just a hat rack.
Anyway.
Cha! Upset me, nasty bitch!
I pressed the wrong one.
I was like, huh?
That is. Oh, fucking, what's his name now? I think it's Dane Brown. And if anyone is not what, I think it's Dane Brown. But
Okay.
I'll find it out and I'll basically just type it across the bottom so it says what it is.
Okay.
He's a massive. He's like massive. I say massive. He's dead tall, big black comedian. Comes on the stage, right, and before he's even said a word, he gets introduced for yes as well. One woman goes, "Shut up!" from the crowd, and he's like, "Have you ever seen me before?" And he goes off on her. He's like, and she's like, "No." He goes, "So what you doing here? Telling me to shut up?"
Not dirty bitch.
He's like, "Cha! Upset me, nasty bitch." He's like. It's like, and he basically, it's fucking hilarious. I can't do it justice, but like he basically says, he's like, you got a lip, he goes, you got a lip, a piercing in your lip, you look like a fucking colander. He's like, and he mentioned that she's got a dead short skirt on. He's like you coming here with your pum pum hanging. Yes.
Down.
Like it's such a good, like it's probably about a minute and a half
Oh god.
of him abusing this woman. It's fucking brilliant, and it's the best like heckler put down ever. I think it's Dane Brown. It could be something else, but it'd be some. If you type in Dane Brown heckler put down, you'd probably find it. Yeah, he's black guy, white t-shirt. I think it's Dane Brown. I hope it's Dane Brown, but if not, yeah, it's just fucking brilliant. I was like,
More of the story is you don't heckle comedians because they are the number one roasters of people. They will roast you.
Actually, and on that subject, I am gonna put our first half Get in the Bin in.
Yeah.
If you go to a comedy club and get offended by something that is said, get in the bin.
Get in the fucking bin.
Because-
Why go to a comedy show anyway if you're going to get offended?
Because this is one of my biggest pains. So my works do. They've organised to go to a comedy club, and like by all means, the one who organise it, they like comedy, and a lot of the people that we work with will enjoy comedy. It's one or two, not so much.
No.
And again, it's a Christmas do, so partners are welcome. You can't judge someone's partner about meeting them. So like Lauren, stand-up comedian, I know she'd be like stuff-wise, she'd be fine. Like I could take her to watch pretty much anyone, and she'd be fine with 99% of stuff that's said. And the 1% things she like might get upset by, she understands it's a comedian that is doing their job, so she wouldn't be like that. We went with work 4 years ago, different team, and one woman throughout the whole thing was just like, "Can't believe you said that. Can't believe you said that. That's not funny." Like the C bomb, she hates the C word. Every time this one comedian said it like 4 times. Right, so I'm going to complain because the amount of times she said, I was like, "Shut up." Just shut up.
Complaining about someone who's doing their job.
Basically, yeah.
You paid to go see this person.
So this is now my general rule of thumb is between like mid-November to mid-January, I will not even look at going to see any comedy events. For that reason alone. Because it's full of Christmas dues.
Yeah.
Of people who just don't get comedy.
Why? Yeah, exactly.
And like that again, that's another good date. Go to a comedy club. If you even if you're not from Liverpool, if you're generally close to the area, Hot Water Comedy Club, go to it. It's brilliant. Me and Lou have been. I look at dates all the time to try and go again. And like, I'm in work, losing work. I'm in work, losing work. I'm work, losing work. My dad's busy, can't have the kids. This busy, I can't. Like things like that. It upsets me. But like, we'd rather go midweek.
Yeah.
Because obviously that's when you get proper comedy fans. Because those who go to watch comedy tend to go in the week, unless it's November through to January, and then it works Christmas dues.
Yeah.
And predominantly those who work shifts because that's our middle rest day. So we'll go out there and we recover on that day, and then back in work on Friday.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yes. So yeah, if you get offended by comedians, get in the bin because that's the job. It's the whole point of being dicey. Innit? Like look at Jimmy Carr.
Oh, he's brilliant.
Like he comes out with everything: sexist, racist, homophobic, fucking paedophilic.
You know it.
Like
you name it.
If there's someone that you shouldn't joke about, he's joked about it.
He will do it.
But he doesn't get in shit for it because he's a comedian.
Yeah.
Like if me and you made the same joke on the streets, we'd probably get our fucking heads caved in.
Bye, YouTube.
Bye. Not even, no, we wouldn't know, because obviously
yeah.
comedians put stuff on YouTube all the time. What I'm saying is, like, people will be quick to shut us down.
Yeah.
Because we're not famous, not comedians, and we don't do it as our job. Well, then, like, someone like him does. But that's part of the fun.
It's life.
Right. Just fucking, yeah. Comedy nights. If you've got someone who's got a sense of humour to go on a date with.
Yeah.
Axe throwing.
To let out that anger.
For unique stuff. I can't think of anything else.
Something different.
There's something different.
I don't know, yeah, whatever you want. Really.
Theme parks.
Theme parks, I love theme parks.
Theme parks, good. But again, if you go when the weather's nice, it's fucking busy as fuck, isn't it?
No, I know. That's it. You try and pick a quiet area.
Go in the winter, get off icicles.
Oh, Blackpool Pleasure Beach, that's only just shut last weekend.
Is it?
Yeah, so that goes proper through to the winter.
Can you imagine going on Valhalla this time of year?
Oh, no.
You'd come out and be like, oh, I'm stuck. They're revamping it, aren't they?
Yeah, it's still shut at the minute.
A few. And me and
Been
Lauren,
shut for 2 years.
Me and Lauren went last year. And I was like,
Shit. Imagine being stuck in the big one. It's
because it was dead hot as well.
Was it?
And I was like, I want to go back.
You need it,
Oh,
yeah.
but we can't.
Okay. Because it's shut.
Because it's shut.
Yeah.
Yes. If any others go Blackpool Valhalla for the win, wait till it's open, then go.
Been the best water ride for 10 years running now, apparently. So
It's because they always revamp it though.
yeah,
That's right. Obviously, it's been closed for 2
I
years.
think this is like the biggest revamp it's done.
Yeah.
So 'cause it's like 20 odd years old now. So
And the best thing about it is, like, so you can't even watch the YouTube videos on it. You can't
It's
because
pitch
it's so
black.
dark inside. You can't physically see anything. So it's like a well kept secret.
Yeah.
You've got to go on it to fully experience it.
I love Pleasure Beach. It is fun.
Pleasure Beach is laugh. We should do it. We should do a pod day out.
Go on the big one.
Go on the big one.
Big one.
We'll get,
Icon's brilliant.
we'll get some GoPros. Woo!
Yeah. Icon.
Record ourselves all day.
But we have to ask special permission to have GoPros
Yeah.
to go on roller coasters. Yeah.
You can
And
get
you have to wear it on your chest, I think, as well.
No, as long as you
I'm not
sign,
too sure.
as long as you sign, if you sign this clip, going right. This is my
Yeah.
GoPro. I'm gonna hold it. If I drop it, I'm
my
responsible,
fault,
not
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you have to have special permission to hold
mate,
it.
I'd like, cause unless you can probably get ones that like strap onto you.
Onto your
can't
hand, yeah. I think a lot of
And, like-
YouTubers do that, yeah.
you? Da-da-da.
Superman!
As we go around. Yeah. I think we've lost the trail of thought again, haven't we?
We have. We've
Just a
gone
little
off
bit.
the gun.
Gone off the beaten track. Yeah. What's new? What's new?
That's us.
Part 2 will be what game? Well, we said gaming couples because we were half expecting Lou.
Yeah.
We'll still talk about we'll talk about gaming in general,
Touch it, yeah.
friends, couples, stuff like that. Because obviously, it's meant to be a gaming podcast.
It's meant to be.
Meant to be, yeah. But we'll also pick up our creator in the second half, or
Yeah.
of sorts. Which I again have someone, unless you have someone. You can pick someone next week.
Next week, yeah.
Next
Okay,
week,
that's fine.
You can decide someone next week.
I will.
Yeah. We're going to make sure I press the right button, because otherwise I'm going to put the fucking start thing going back on again.
Yay.
Yeah,
That's not
should
too
like
bad.
the countdown. Get it in the bin.
Hello. Would you like to buy some merch? Like a monk is wearing right now, some Get in the Bin merch.
Yeah,
It's a lot better than what you're wearing right now. Like,
definitely is.
Yeah.
I mean, look at it. Look at that top you've got on now. You look a joke, an absolute joke. You need something like a jumper or a t-shirt that says "Get in the bin" on. You can tell everyone when you're walking down the street to get in the bin. You know, when someone's walking dead slow in front of you in the shop, just tap them on the shoulder, point to the jumper, get in the bin, and they'll get out of the way. See, we get it. You just don't get it because you've not got one. And if you've not got one, we know because we're telling you, you look like a joke, an absolute joke.
We know.
Sort it. Buy some merch.
Get it now.
Get it in the bin.
It's like a fucking circus.
Circus,
this.
Afro circus, Afro circus. Pug it up, Afro.
Can start to part 2.
You've been watching Madagascar Renaissance?
No, I've not.
Do you know
I've
what?
just been seeing clips.
That is a shit hot film. I don't care what anyone says. Madagascar 3 with the circus.
It is brilliant.
Circus, Afro circus, Afro circus. Pug it up, Afro.
Oh, my mind is fucked right now. I'm like asleep.
Do you know what I didn't realise as well? Like, because obviously in the first one, he says sugar, honey, iced tea.
Yeah, it means shit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But Lucy came out of it, like, I don't know, a couple of years ago. She said, oh, sugar, honey, iced tea. And I was like,
Wait a minute.
oh my God, I did not think that I should go out with it. Of all things to pick up on. I wanted to get my chair stuck on something.
It's amazing how much they hide in kids' films. Like all the adult stuff. And
Do you want a kids program that is definitely for adults? Don't care what anyone says.
Go on.
Bluey.
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 Isn't that the dog?
It is Australian dogs, right?
Yeah.
I shit you not, I could easily watch all the seasons by myself and go, because it's got proper like, more if you've parents, definitely.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of parent related comedy in it. So like, there's one episode. So like, obviously you learn about the kids as they go along. One of the kids definitely got form of autism, bit like Lucy. Bedtime, Lucy doesn't settle down. Bobby doesn't settle down. So the dad gets out a puppet. It's like a unicorn. And it's called Unicorse, and he's just an annoying little shit. That episode is the best thing ever because his catchphrase is, "Why should I care?" That's what it is. Why should I care? Like, and he's basically he becomes that annoying that he tries to have more focus on stuff. So making a focus is what tires her out, and she goes to bed. But yeah, Bluey, highly recommend it as a program for adults as well as kids on that topic.
He's Mr. Monk here is the master of knowing what kids programs to watch.
So watch if you're an adult, yeah. Before we get into gaming couples, we will talk about a gamer who's in a gaming couple. And not me, not me,
Okay.
but I am. Is we're going to build up our creator of sorts today. So, one update is Birchy. So on Twitch, it's twitch.tv/Birchy, but Birchy is spelled BIIRCHYYY.
Why?
I'm assuming that it's a bit like when you got like a generic name.
Yeah.
It'd be like if I tried to put Stephen in, I would have to go through probably 300 different variants to get my name in there, which is why I was like, I'm never going to put my name on there anyway. So that's why I went with the Monk, because it's always been my gamer tag anyway. So that's his Twitch. He has got a cookie business, which is birchysbakery.co.uk, which is BIRCHYS BAKERY.co.uk.
It'll be along here somewhere.
We'll drop it in if we can in there some way, shape or form. Maybe we'll Craig's head again. But yeah, so he does a cookie business. I highly recommend his box of cookies. 8 cookies, £16. Oh, mwah. The feedback everyone has given them is shit odds. I'm still waiting to order them. I was going to order them this month, and he basically turned around and said, if you order them this month, I can't guarantee they'll get them on time because of the postal strikes.
Yeah.
I would wait until January. So get looking now. Get saving now for all the cookies you want. January, when the postal strikes are hopefully over, get some cookies ordered. He bakes them on a Sunday night through to Monday, I believe, and then posts them when they're still fresh and warm. So they still have that lovely softness.
Scooey softness.
But yeah, and I believe you can ask him questions anyway. He's got a contact us page on his website. So yes, that is who we are bigging up today. Is Birch's Cookies and his bakery, and Birchy in general on Twitch. If you're not following Birchy on Twitch, go follow him. He is a legend. If you are watching on the Twitch on the early view, I will post his link in here rather than do a generic shout out, because otherwise it'll do the actual shout out in a clip. I might do it. Why not? Might have the clip and you can have it over the actual pod playing in the background. Hopefully we'll just pause for effect. No, it's enough pausing. Gaming couples.
Yes.
And tonight's nice also because Birchy is a gaming couple. His missus, Jay, she also streams on Twitch, Toxic Attraction.
There you go.
There you go. So they've bigged up both of you now. They met through gaming, I believe. I believe that's the story. I don't know the full ins out. At one time, we'll hopefully get Birchy on here. We'll actually ask him. Might get both of them.
Yeah, never know.
I might train them both up. We'll work it out. We'll get both up here. But I found, particularly in the last 2 years, a lot of couples have stemmed from meeting each other on Twitch or through gaming and things like that. And it's amazing how lockdown has helped some relationships grow and thrive.
There's some good things from that.
And it's obviously, and then I think as it's come back out, some of them have continued to stay strong, some of them not so much.
Yeah. Again, I'm out my deaf here.
Out your deaf, yeah. Because I think the prime example is like, because me, you, Bob, Gavin used to play a lot of the time.
Yeah.
And then obviously Gavin's wife wanted to get involved in playing games with him.
Yeah.
And then obviously he spent time playing with her. And like, I can understand like how that dynamic shift could upset people. Like, I understand why you'd like, if I was playing with you and Rob on, let's say, COD, and Lauren comes and goes, I want to play, but I just want us too. I'd be like, yes, I'd. No worries. I'd be like, I'm going to play some games alone. You both would be like, get invited to come join. And in all fairness, if it's you two, she probably would come and join.
Yeah.
But if it's people you don't really know, that intrinsic switch again. So I think that's where gaming couples have the you've always got someone to game with if you need be,
and
then you don't really reach out to other people in that respect. Which I don't know how it works in that side of things. For me, I know Lou gets pissed off at it. She sees it as if I'm over here playing on COD, Apex, FIFA, Fall Guys, whatever, and I'm talking to someone else in a Discord chat, I would rather talk to them than her. That's not the case. like, cause she did something up quite well the other day, which was, I feel like you're my only friend, and you've got lots of friends. Because again, she's very introverted, and I'm dead extroverted.
Yeah.
I was like, right, that does make sense. Like, I would eat happily if she said, "I want to play COD, but I don't want you to sit over there. I want you to sit in there with me." I would happily unplug the monitor, unplug the PlayStation, take it in there, set it all up so I can sit next to her and play COD while she plays COD. Or, excuse me, she started on Disney Valley again last night because there's an update on that, the Toy Story.
Ooh.
So she started playing on that, and she was on it for a good 6-7-ish hours. 2 o'clock, she finally turned it off in the morning.
Fair play.
I was sat over here going, fucking knackered.
Killing people.
Do you know what? I was popping off.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not playing, yeah. When I was tired, I think I was so focused and concentrating, my hands were just into autopilot mode. Because I'm still on my camo grind.
Yeah. It's a big...
I swear to God, you know what? I'm 42% done on all camos.
Oh my God.
And of the stock 200 camos you get, so not gold, not platinum, any of them.
No.
There's 200 normal camos. I'm 120 out of 200 done.
Sweat.
I've got all ARs gold, all SMGs gold, all LMGs gold, and I've got 4 of 6 marks and rifles gold. I'm halfway to getting the Lockwood gold.
Jesus Christ.
Then I've got shotguns, battle rifles, and then the joys of pistols and launchers.
Oh, pistols.
And then the final piece de resistance.
Riot Shield.
Riot Shield. I've got the combat knives gold, done that one.
Yeah.
The Riot Shield, you need to get to level 11.
Yeah.
And when you get to level 11, you need 40 kills. Jeez. Then when you get to 40 kills, to get it gold, you need 2 kills without dying 10 times.
Without dying. Jeez.
Right? That is probably, if you do it on hardcore and you pick the right map, you can probably get away with it because you can put yourself in a corner.
Yeah.
When someone runs past, just hit them.
Yeah.
And then relocate dead quick. Because otherwise someone will come in and know where you are.
Yeah.
The hardest one is the platinum for melees. 2 kills within 10 seconds, 10 times.
10 times.
With a knife, you can probably do that dead easy. If you get the right, if you throw a stun in a room or a flash in a room, you can knife 2 people dead quick.
Yeah.
Try to do that with a Riot Shield.
Yeah, that's not.
Yeah, it's going to have to be in hardcore mode or whatever it's called now. It's like first. Yeah. So yeah. But and again, Lauren was enjoying playing COD, and then I rage at it so much. She's like, I'm not playing anymore. Like that aspect of gaming couples is probably what, like, you will unleash a side of your partner you didn't know existed.
Oh boy.
But and again, we'll go back to obviously friends that we know that gaming couples, stuff like Dutchy and Jay Mitchell and me and Lou obviously game different games, same games. I'll go sit like I took everyone one day. She played on Assassin's Creed Odyssey Odyssey while I played on Valhalla and stuff like that. I think knowing the other person as well as you do, it's makes it easier to game and stuff like that together. But it's finding the right game.
Yeah.
Because me and Lou really enjoyed No Way Out.
Yeah.
A Way Out. And It Takes Two.
Yeah, I was going to say. 2
brilliant games.
Okay.
So obviously, I got the idea to go play It Takes Two from Gavin because it was him and Kirsty played it, and look at them, looking at Kirsty, like, and why have you done that? I was like, oh, I'm going to annoy Lou so much in this game.
Straight to a divorce.
And I was like, yeah, I can see it. And then I was like, oh, I didn't want to pay for it because it was quite a lot for a game that I knew we'd only probably play once. And then I got EA Pass and it was free on that, so I was like, I'm going to download it. Downloaded it A Way Out. Both enjoyed it, but the thing is, Lucy enjoyed watching us play. It Takes Two.
Oh.
So she was like, I want to play.
Oh.
And I was like, right, so look, I'll get it for free, and I should have just bought it because now she wants to play it as well. Okay. So yeah, but it is a good game. I really enjoy it. It's couples games. Couples games are fun. Find yourself a gamer girl, Craig.
Yeah, a couple of games
the general theme of today is Craig's alone.
It was my idea to bring up relationships and shit, so
Yeah,
I brought it up myself.
Yeah, you did.
But not gaming couples.
But yeah, in all fairness, there was supposed to be another person sat here, but tiredness has taken over.
It's fucking taken over.
We will get her on at some point.
She will appear.
Maybe an evening one. That's probably the best time to do it.
Probably is, yeah. When everyone's more awake.
Yeah, yeah. Lou doesn't function before 1 o'clock.
And I just don't function at all.
Yeah.
You have to catch me on a good day.
On a good day. There's a good day.
When is a good day?
When is a good day, yeah. Is there a good day? One of them days that don't end in a Y is a good day.
When you're not in work, that's a good day.
I like it. Yeah.
There you
Yeah,
go.
so like, I don't know, because I feel like obviously you can have a shift in dynamic as well so for example, I've played games with Dutchy and Jay.
Yeah.
They are the same people when they game. I will stay the same person until I get angry at the game.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So I don't know if it's like, because I've played with a few gaming couples, and I've noticed a change in people when the game with mates compared to the partner and stuff like that. I'm like,
oh god.
And like, but the thing is, most of them relationships over the past 2 years no longer relationships.
Right.
And I think it's that
they found out that they're more different.
Yeah, maybe, or they've been a different person, stuff like that. So like, that's probably the other downside is at some point you might go, you're not the person I remember. Kind of thing. So a little sinister smile up. But you never know, do you? You never know. Like how it goes. I do highly recommend it. And also like if you're in a relationship where maybe they don't game, find a game that you can play as a couple, like It Takes Two. And be like, right, I know you don't particularly like gaming or you don't understand why, but I found the game that we can play together. We have to play together. It is a work together game because that might be the spark that gets them interested in it. And then you've got a bit more mutual ground. You never know. Like, I know couples where they're like, I'm going to go read a book, you go play for a couple of 2-3 hours and I'll come and tell you when I'm done reading. Like,
I mean, those type of relationships are alright as well. Like, one person's not into gaming, you are, but then they let you do whatever you want.
Because there was times like I'd go run Lou a bath. It's like, you're only running me a bath because you want to go play on the PlayStation. It's like, it's not. It's because I know you want a bath, but are you asking me, am I going to play the PlayStation while you're in the bath? Yeah. Yes, I am. Like, I'm not making you a bath so I can play on the PlayStation. I'm making you a bath because you need one, but I am going to play the PlayStation
in a nice way.
In a nice way. No, because like there's times like she sits and goes, my back hurting, my legs are hurting, my feet are hurting, or whatever, because she's on her feet all day at work. There's times I'll just go clean the bath and run her bath and be like, the bath's running. She'll be like, oh. Why?
Wait a minute.
Backtrack.
I'm about to step into it. Wait a minute. You hear the beep. Beep. The PlayStation.
Yeah, the little fucking sellout. Fucking pisses me off. Rats me out every time, little grass.
Beep. And it starts taking off like a fucking
because it's
plane.
it's probably one of my funniest Twitch clips is where Lou decided to get a bath when I started streaming. And Paisley woke up. So Lou rings me from the bath to say, Paisley's awake. I'm like, right, okay, so I'm camping in a room. And she can hear her still staring. And there's probably like 3 teams left for Rebirth. And it's when the akimbo shotguns were the OP meta. And I'm like, right, I've got this. Run out of the room, down one guy, come up some steps, his teammate runs up, I kill him. Game ends, we win. I'm like, right. And before it's even got to the war zone bit coming across the bottom, I'm out the chair and gone. And the chair slowly just spins around and shows the back. And I'm back like, we good? We good?
We good, yeah. We good, yeah.
I was like, okay now. He's blowed.
One's down.
Another one POV.
It's 2 down.
Yeah, it's the down. So, yeah.
One is. Fuck, I dropped.
Got him right back a sec.
There we go, nice job. There we go, there's the dub.
GG, man.
There's the dub. Rub-a-dub-dub.
Yes, the joys of gaming in a couple.
With kids as well.
Yeah, I'm trying to stream. I think that's always aside, like why I've not streamed as much. is because obviously after work, Lou's been in work. The last thing she wants to do is have to be the sole person responsible for sorting out 2 kids for bed, get them into bed, and then if one of them wakes up, primarily with the little one, she's got to go deal with it. Like, she deserves some time to relax as well. So
That's it.
which again is why the last 4 streams on Twitch have been podcasts.
Pretty much.
I've
next
officially
one.
become a podcast streamer for now.
You have, for now. It's variety. You know.
It is variety, yeah.
There you go.
Well, it's not. It's the same thing, but
At the minute, it's not. But when you think about
adds to
all your
the
other
variety
streams,
thing. Yeah, exactly. So, but anyhow,
There you go.
we'll see how it goes. Obviously, we're reaching out as well. We're finding new people
We are.
on YouTube, which I think leads us to our get in the bin.
Yeah.
Because Dutchy messaged me about what 11:30, maybe a little
Last
bit
night,
earlier.
yeah.
And went, we've had an email from a random person. I went,
We have.
oh, okay.
Now, she's not mentioned that she wants her name retracted.
Okay. Well, we'll go for them.
I mean, if she's okay with us saying her name.
Well, they should have fucking redacted it then.
Well, yeah. So, we got an email from someone called Megan Owens, who...
I mean, maybe not full name, but
Well, there you go.
too late now. Not editing it. Sorry.
Just think about how many people are called the exact same thing, so it could be any of them.
That's
So, this person stumbled upon one of our YouTube shorts that Monk made. I don't know which one. Could have been the Hitler one. Could have been the Argentina one.
I think the Hitler one's got the most views to first. It's more likely going to be
Or
that
it
one.
could have been the confession one.
Oh, could be. Yeah, one of them's got
Yeah.
over 2,000 views on that. So,
Probably
yeah.
that one.
Right, let's go for it. Info. Go.
So, hey lads, came across your pod by YouTube Shorts and watched the first 3 episodes. Loved them, and can you see you two will have great banter at each other's expense. She knows us too well. Already, after one clip. In the future, so decided why not email in and ask the opinion of 2 lads to see who needs to get in the bin, me or my fella. We've been together 6 years and have 1 kid. I recently went back to work after 4 years off childcare. The main reason... Sorry, I read that wrong. Went back to work after 4 years off childcare, the main reason, as both our families are for distance away. 2 weeks ago, I came home from work early and found him sat in the living room, brace yourselves, headphones on, having some private time watching porn. I'm quite conscious I've put on some weight after the birth of our son, but the women he was watching were blonde, I'm not, super skinny, I'm not, and had massive boobs, I don't. I tried to tell him that it hurt me because I would never look like them and I don't want to be with another girl, so him watching it really upset me and my confidence. He told me to grow up because all lads wank, and he watches lesbian stuff because he doesn't want to look at another guy's dick. A point I guess is fair, but he didn't get why I was upset. So who needs to get in the bin, me or him? And more importantly, why? Also, feel free to give us any advice. I know Monk said he was recently married, so if he has and his wife have maybe been through something similar, Dutchy think he may be out here as alone as he was in his private time. I'll have an opinion still. You make it sound like I'm like the worst person in the world in terms of love. But anyway. Thanks. Nice one, bin lids. Loving the podcast. Can't wait for the next episode. So happy YouTube shorts throughout. Something decent to me for a change. Meg. Who's in the bin? I would say, going off initial first response is him.
Right. Yeah.
Because obviously, like you said, you've been together for 6 years. You've had a kid. You've admitted you put on a bit of weight. But at the same time, you've come home from work, he's sat watching porn. Now, okay, lads watch porn, but if you're in a relationship, I don't know.
Well, not just lads, girls watch porn as well.
Girls watch porn as well. But he's literally sat there, headphones on as well, which is, I find weird. I never do that.
Just in case.
Well, I'm fucking home alone.
That's a fair point, yeah.
But... And then he's sat there watching it. Now you didn't mention if he was actually doing anything. He's just sat there watching it, which I find, I don't know if he's like maybe gearing up for it, but
maybe, right.
But the fact that he's told you to grow up tells me that he needs to get in the bin.
Right, him not understanding the reasoning needs to get in the bin,
Yeah.
and I will speak from experience on this.
Yeah.
That me and Lou have argued about similar things in the past. And again, I wasn't really receptive to why she was upset. But the counter argument to that is, right, we touched on it, they touched on it, well, should I say, their part touched it, all lads wank, right? So, there's two ways to look at it. He can get in the bin for not acknowledging her feelings.
Mm-hmm.
She can get in the bin because he's going to do it regardless.
Yeah.
So sending pictures and stuff of you for him to wank over.
He'll wank over you, yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that's what Lou does.
She did say that she does get the point that all lads wank. It's just that
So
she doesn't
so
like.
it's going to happen,
Yeah.
right? So from the sounds of it, from that, anything with a lad in it, they're not. He's not into it.
Yeah, he's into lesbian. Porn.
So, and she said she's not into girls.
Yeah.
So, make some solo stuff. Send it to him.
There you go.
It'll catch him off guard.
OnlyFans, there you go.
Right. So again, this is like another topic of discussion
Yeah.
that I was going to have another time.
Does that fall into that sort of porn category?
No, because it's 6-year relationship and a kid together. That for me, that seemed quite stable.
Yeah.
Like it took Lou 8.5, 9 years to be comfortable sending me regular stuff like that. Grow up, it happens. Basically, like people in long-term relationship, people in short-term relationships do it.
Yeah.
Right. And I will openly admit to her, if I'm going to have a wank, I would rather wank over stuff of hers than porn because it's easier then. Because one, I don't have to go finding anything. Like, she knows what I like and stuff like that. And it's a lot easier. And then the comfort side of, she knows I'm not doing it over a random person.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, it's a mix get in the bin. He can get in the bin for not acknowledging your feelings. So yeah, lad, get in the bin. But the counter argument is, have you reacted too quick? Like maybe you have tried other stuff and things like that.
It's probably caught her off guard more than anything.
Yeah, maybe anything. And I think like obviously going back to the OnlyFans thing is, a lot of people turn around and they'll slag them off. People who do OnlyFans stuff like that and be like, oh, they're a slag. They've got no respect for themselves and blah blah blah. Sorry, anything that you can make money in,
do it.
That you're comfortable to do it in, do it. Again, it goes back to stand-up comedian stuff. Would I love to be a stand-up comedian? Yes, I would. I think it'd be fucking hilarious to be able to speak my mind and be a dickhead, right? Do I think I've got the talent to do it? No. Do I think I could learn to do it? Possibly.
Maybe, yeah.
Like, but I don't have the confidence in myself to go do it. Kind of thing. If you've got the confidence to bend over, take pictures of your arsehole and put it on the internet, do it.
Go for it.
Because there's a market for it. Like, if someone comes up to me and goes, I want to buy your work socks, I'll entertain that all day long. I will happily smell my smelly socks to whoever wants to buy them. Like, they start at £100 a pair, I'm just saying. I ain't going...
Monk socks. Open for business.
Yeah, open for business. But, like, that's what I mean. If you're confident in yourself to put yourself out there, I don't get why it's so taboo.
Yeah.
Because, and here's the thing as well, like, women for years have protested that they want to be equal, right? So, let's look at a lad. We go out on a night out and get absolutely shit-faced. It's hilarious and everyone's mates thinks it's funny. A girl does it, it's irresponsible, right? A lad sleeps with a girl one night, then another girl another night, another girl another night. He's a hero. Yeah. She's a slag. No, sorry. Girls can fuck around too and fuck whoever they want, right? So you want to be equal and all this. But the thing is, those who complain about girls doing it are the ones that say they want women to be equal.
Exactly. It's a funny word, isn't it?
Like,
it's a funny old word.
And that's what I mean. So, like, yeah, my recommendation is, take some pictures, videos of yourself. Yeah. Send them to him, but catch him off guard because obviously, by the sounds of it, he's doing this when you're at work and on his own. Yeah. So I'm assuming kids either nursery or school age now, with the saying she's gone back to work. So it might be a case of he's been off. So if you know he's off and he's at home, send him something. Yeah. And I noticed with Lou doing that, it reignited us as a couple and like our sex drive stuff like that. Like without going into too much personal detail, stuff like that. Like relationships have lulls through different times of the year, different times of the month for obvious reasons, and stuff like that. It's just something that keeps that reignites a spark for me.
There you go.
There you go.
Relationship advice. Again. Part 1 bias into part 2, sort of.
In a way.
In a way.
So yeah, I think but not more. So yeah, he needs to get in the bin for not acknowledging the feelings. Maybe he didn't explain it thoroughly. I understand now why Lou got so annoyed at me. Like,
Okay.
because for her, because
Yeah.
like even by her own words, she says like she's put weight on since we met, had
Yeah.
kids and stuff like that, and I put weight on. Like obviously the first episode, I dropped in how skinny I used to be, mine's knee injury, and then not looking after myself. Like I've not got an excuse other than the fact I'm lazy. Like,
There you go.
I understand. Like, and I have confidence issues in myself over it. Like, so I understand. Like, once you explain it in full, like, and even like, and then she's like, even if you to watch a big girl, it's then not me,
Yeah.
kind of thing. So yeah,
Some people would consider that cheating in a way.
yeah. Well, again, yeah, others some do. Yeah, some do. And again, like I understand again where they come from in that respect. And again, in that aspect, if you think your bloke having a wank over someone on porn is cheating, then you provide the porn.
Yeah.
You be the porn.
You
for
are
him.
the porn.
You be the porn for him. Make your own porn.
Free porn.
It's
Yeah,
fun.
It's free.
Tell you. That's probably the best way to look at it. So yeah,
There you go.
it's a mutual get in the bin. You can both get in the bin for different reasons. Yeah. I wonder if Meg was thinking we were going to go away. Oh, we fuck.
Oh boy.
We go our way and our way only.
We don't hold.
I could have gone overly aggressive and be like, no, he's not done anything wrong. You're wrong. Fuck off. Get in the bin. You. Sorry, I'll grow up. I did almost go. I probably would have gone down that line if Lou was here. To be fair, just for a reaction.
It'd be interesting to have her take on that as well.
On Lou's take on.
I'd say, yeah.
I mean, yeah. To be fair, would be good to have Lou's take on it.
Because this has come from a female talking about what she thinks is wrong.
Yeah.
We've got it from a male point
From a
of view.
male's perspective, yeah. Male's perspective, and me from probably about 25% of a woman's perspective of what Lou's had.
We've got a married person's perspective and a forever alone perspective. So forever alone, always, forever. Fuck you.
I wanna be forever now.
My favorite insert yes, owner of a lonely heart here. Just the epic guitar intro.
Oh Jesus!
It's funny because when I did the 10K earlier this year, as I was crossing the finish line of my music and that was fucking playing, I was just like, that sums me
See,
up.
I can't do that because I ran for years with no music. I physically, when I tried to start running again, I can't run with music. I can't do exercise with music.
I'm the opposite. I can't run without
That's
music.
it.
Yeah.
Like, but again, so like obviously I did cross country for years. You're not allowed to.
No,
So
you're
UK
not.
athletics rule is you can't have music in.
Mm.
The only thing for that is where they relax it is like London Marathon and stuff like that.
Yeah.
If you're in the elite men's category, you can't. If you're in the generic everyone category, you can. And it's like it's mental.
I did a Bolton 10K years ago, and majority of 10Ks and stuff like that were like you have music on. This one, you weren't allowed,
Yeah.
and no one knew until we got there
Oh, that's bad.
because they classed it as like a professional like actual 10K, and it's like great, I've got to run with no music on, so that was great. To me, it takes my mind off running. I can just listen to music and stuff like that. So yeah,
I do miss running. To be fair, I miss cross country season. I mean, as daft as it sounds, getting up at 8 o'clock in the morning. It's like I wouldn't have to now because like, senior men are always the last of the day anyway.
Yeah.
Regardless of where you are, everyone else's chops and changes. Senior men always last because they have the most in the field and they churn up the field the most normally.
Yeah.
It's 12k, which
God.
ain't too bad. But when you consider it, by that point, it's normally sloshed up, liquidized mud in a very narrow, confined space.
Yeah.
And it's cold. You're in short shorts and a vest top. Oh, I love it. And people sit there and go, how, like the times I walk to work and stuff like that, if I get the train to work and stuff like that, and I'm in shorts and t-shirt, people are like, how? It's cold. I'm like, I'm not cold though. And I don't feel the cold as much because I spent years developing my body to get used to wearing literally short shorts to the point where your bollocks might fall out the side, that short.
Yeah.
And a tiny, tiny vest top. Particularly for cross country, and then track and field I wore leggings, which was a bizarre take on it. Yeah, in the sun, let's wear leggings. In the winter, let's wear shorts.
Opposite man.
It's more about I could really go into technical terms of it. It's more about your lactate intolerance and your the biomechanics of the stretches, how they actually age your muscles in sprinting. So that's why you'll find most sprinters tend to wear tight shorts, particularly down to the knees, and then some obviously wear the full leggings. I can't think what her name is now. The Australian who wore the all-in-one.
Oh, I remember it. Yeah.
She was like the first one to really go for it.
Yeah.
And there was a science behind the suit,
And
which aided in like muscle movement and recovery after and stuff like that. So yeah, there you go. Boom, educated.
Boom.
Yeah,
you know.
But I remember 6 years ago, maybe 7 years ago, going to work. So I get the train to work, get off in Newton. From Newton to my work, it's probably about a mile-ish, maybe a little bit more, to walk the full distance. So I'm coming down towards my work, and there's a car coming the other way. All of a sudden, the guy slams on. I'm like, okay. And he turns around, comes back to me, and I would say it was probably about -3.
Oh, God.
But I've walked from here to the train station, so that's a mile. The train was pretty much there straight away, so I got there just in time. Like, got my ticket, got on the train, gone. Get off in Newton, start walking again. So I've not had a chance to cool down because I'm a naturally warm person anyway. So I'm sweating. So I did have a jumper with me, but I took it off, and so I put that in my bag. I'm walking down the road. This car fucking spins round, and he's like, pounds on his window, goes, "What's wrong with you?" And I was like, "What?"
What the fuck?
Like, I had headphones in at first, so like I wasn't sure he was talking to me. And I heard him again, so I take the earphone and I go, "What?" And he goes, "What's wrong with you?" And I'm like, "What do you mean, what's wrong with me?" And I'm still walking. He's he's now driving about like 2-3 miles per hour to keep up with me. And I'm like, "What do you mean?" He said, "Shorts and t-shirt in this weather." I'm like, "I'm not cold, mate." He's like, "That's a lie." I went, "Oh, okay." I said, "Well, it's not." I said, I personally don't feel the cold as much. I said, "So I'm not cold. I'm going to work. Can you just leave me alone? Someone like you doesn't have a job."
Someone like you, wow.
And I'm like, "What?" And he goes, "Someone like you doesn't have a job." And what do you mean? He goes, "Yo, shorts and t-shirt in this weather. There's clearly something wrong with you. You're a menace to society. You don't have a job." And I was like, "Well, I do. I'm going there now." I was like, "No, you're lying. I'm making a citizen's arrest. Stop now." And I went, "What the fuck?" I'm like, a citizen's arrest for what? And he's like, because you're a clear sociopath out to cause harm to others. And I was like,
who the fuck is this guy?
So literally, I get to like my work's entrance.
Yeah.
So you come in, it's like sort of like a bendy road. The first point isn't a no entry sign because there's like a boarding house school type thing there, so people have to come in to get to that. When you come around the corner, there's then no entry. It says authorised persons and vehicles only.
Yeah.
You go into there, and I get to that point. He's like, "You can't go through there." I was like, "Well, I can because that's where I work." And he's like, "No, I told you don't have a job." And I'm like, "Yeah, okay." This guy's probably about 70, 75 as well. Bear in mind.
It's just as fucking crazy.
He follows me all the way down to my work's gates. And he's like, "You can't go in there. You can't go in there." And I'm like, "Get me pass out." And beat the gate. So luckily there's 2 gates. There's a car gate and there's a pedestrian gate. Yeah. I just beat the pedestrian gate, open it and go in there. And his face is like that. And I went, "By the way, if you don't move, I'm going to have you arrested." And he's like, "No, he's like, you can't go in there." He said, "You don't work there." I'm like, "Oh, I've had enough of you now, old man." See you later. I went in, like, spoke to the guy on the front desk and went, "Is that car still there?" He went, "Yeah, why?" And I went, "He should give me loads of abuse all the way down here." And luckily, because in the control room where he used to work, the police desk, my dad used to work on there, so I knew a lot of them anyway. And one of them coming out was Sheila was coming out, and she was like, "What's up with you?" And I went, "Some fucking prick outside." She went, "Why?" So I explained the situation dead quick. She went, "Oh, hang on." And she went back inside, and one of the bobbies who was like working the road had come in, say hello. So we went out and fucking spoke to him, and give him a ticket for using for unauthorised access. And everything else, and was like,
"What an idiot!"
He's like, "But he's not gonna. He works there, mate."
What an idiot, man! Can't just assume someone
doesn't have a job yet for wearing shorts and t-shirt in the winter.
Jesus Christ, man!
Like I used to do it in school all the time. Like sixth form, I love sixth form. Shorts and t-shirt in the snow, and everyone going. But it hindered me one time. So obviously, as kids do in school, so as sixth formers were all playing footy on the tennis courts, and obviously had the goals that are bolted on, didn't they?
Yeah.
Ball hits a post.
Oh,
and it fucking pings out the tennis court.
Oh, no.
And there's a group of like year sevens congregated, and they think, "Oh, let's steal the sixth formers' ball, it'll be dead funny." So one kid gets it and goes.
Big mistake.
And literally, because this is when I'd repeated my first year. So a lot of like our year had gone, because it was like the year below us and the year below then.
Yeah.
Is 12 and 13. and I think it was Liam Sumner, shouted at the kid, like, someone shouted anyway, don't do it, it's not worth it. And the kid, like, looking, he goes, just trust me, don't do it, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
And, like, this kid runs, and I'm like, and everyone looks at me and goes, go get it. Because at that point, I'm still, like, slim and quite quick. And I go, right, where is he doing? He goes, boom, go after this kid. I've not got eyes on anyone else, it's just this kid. So the mates sort of grouped together thinking, he'll stop if we stand in a line. Fucking just threw him. Didn't even know what I'd done. Literally fucking plowed through him. So there's like this. So you'll understand it, and those who went to our school understand it. That he managed to get past. What was it called? Where the fucking computers were.
Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah. That building.
There was a building, and that's less than 200-300 meters from the tennis courts.
Yeah.
He only got that far, and he had a 200-meter red start on me.
Jesus Christ.
And I caught him, grabbed him, took the ball and went, that's how we told you not to bother. And he was like, yeah, okay. I come back and there's this kid on the floor over his face. And I'm like, I hit him. Not just hit him, apparently I'd sent him flying. But I didn't realise this. So loads of other people see it. I'm getting called a gobshite and stuff like that for like pushing a kid over. And I'm like, not even asked. Not even asked. But what I'd done is he'd hit his face on the post and cut his nose all down the side. And I'm like, I felt bad for that. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I did feel bad for that.
God, honestly, beating up kids.
But here's the thing. So they go to the head teacher's office and they're like, right, can you tell us you've done it? He went, it was on the sixth formers. And who? And one of his mates went, the one in the shorts.
God damn it, Steve!
So straight away,
she knew who it was.
Yeah, I know that.
So moral of the story, don't wear shorts in the winter in school.
Got caught out just for the fact that I wore shorts.
You were known for wearing shorts in the winter.
Yeah, and that was it. And so they used straight away. It was me, and I was like, for fuck's sake. But the dad wants me expelled out of it.
Really?
And this lad had an older sister who, year 10, maybe 11 at the time, but knew who I was, obviously through school, and knew that I wouldn't have done it on purpose.
No.
And basically, she diffused the dad.
Yeah.
To the point where he was like, fine, we'll accept an apology. And I did. And so when I seen the kid about in school and stuff, I always made sure he was all right. Because I did feel bad for like damaging his face.
Steve,
but the thing was, how nuts did that?
I realised as soon as I said it, I was like, wait. That's a shot.
That's a tic tac.
That's a tic tac right there. Hi.
Poor choice of words.
That was a very poor choice of words, so no.
You're like a pedo.
I just called him a paedophile. In a short. Just not directly.
Anyway. You dick.
He's not, by the way.
I wouldn't be allowed to be kids if I was.
He has 2 kids. He has 2 daughters. He's fine. He's fine.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
That's stinking.
We all know it's staying.
I'm tired. Leave me alone.
Would you like to go home?
If we're done. Yeah.
If we're done, yeah. We might as well go on. What a way to end it.
Well,
Steve's a pedo. End. I've got an eyelash in my eye, it's it. Fucking hell. What knows what we're going to talk about next week?
Wait.
When do England play?
Saturday.
Oh, so we can talk about the French absolutely raping us then, yeah?
Probably.
Yeah. Okay.
Or just raping the French.
It's not going to happen. Did I send you the TikTok that Lou sent me? The Mbappe one?
No.
Oh, go. I'm pretty sure I sent you it. Just go check. You'll see it in a minute. One. Make sure it's on loud so people can still hear it.
Give me a sec.
You'll see what I mean about.
Oh, yeah, you have, yeah, sorry. Yeah. It was middle of the night, so.
Yeah.
The fucking baguette eating dickhead frog. That's a bit racist. He's made me racist.
And the caption. What's the caption? If
Mbappe sends us home next Saturday.
It's what's going to be in it. Fucking baguette eating dickhead frog.
We just hope he gets injured at some point before the match.
It won't happen.
No.
I said this the other day to someone in the shop, and I was like, the only way England will win that game is if he gets injured early. Like, because they rely on him so much. And don't get me wrong, Kyle Walker is probably one of the only few that could match him for pace. But the problem is, Kyle Walker's made a career out of having recovery pace.
Yeah.
He's not the best defender. He's not the best passer of the ball. He has got a good shot on him from time to time. His recovery pace is what helps him a lot, and I found that when I played football. That's what helped me a lot, was recovery pace.
Well, it's Mbappe.
Controversial opinion, we should go far at the back and play Trent right wing back against France.
Go all out defence, rely on a counter-attack.
No, go 5-3-2. Right? Kane and Wilson up top, they can both head the ball.
Yeah.
Right? You put Trent on one side, maybe Trippier on the other, only because Trippier can whip it with both feet.
Yeah.
More than Shaw. Don't get me wrong, Shaw's got a decent ball in the box as well. But I think Trippier the better one. Have Walker, Stones, and I can't believe I'm saying this, Harry Maguire as a back three.
To be honest, he's been doing okay.
He's been doing okay in the World Cup. So I will openly admit he's actually been the one standout, decent player from the England team.
Why didn't you do that for United, man?
I think the first game was ideal for him. If it was like USA first game, maybe it would be a different story.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that game's helped him a lot. No, yeah, conceded 2 goals, but now were his fault.
Well, the last one was a penalty anyway, so.
Exactly, so now were his fault. So that aspect of it, the confidence aspect grows. I would then play Bellingham, Rice, and Henderson.
Yeah.
In the middle. With, obviously, like I said, Wilson and Kane up top. Because if you're whipping them balls in, France won't be used to it. They won't expect as many crosses. Okay, yeah, they've got Varane and Koundé centre off, but he's been playing more right back at Koundé during the World Cup. So it depends who they play centre half. They might go with Konate, they might go with Upamecano. We'll see. But again, I don't reckon they'll be able to deal with the constant barrage of crosses in.
Yeah.
I reckon it'd work. I mean,
one of them's got to work.
One of them's got to work eventually, exactly. Yeah. I think that aspect of Trent is something that we could use. If not, if you're going to go 4-3-3, play him centre mid.
Yeah.
Bring him on, 60th minute, centre mid.
And Rashford as well.
And Rashford as well. Yeah, exactly. Actually, yeah, that's a good point. You're going to put him centre mid, you've got to play Rashford in one of them front three with Foden. And, controversially, don't play Kane. Because I said the other day, Kane is like Bobby Firmino, but untechnical.
Yeah.
He drops back too much to pick up the ball, but he's not got the skill to do much with it.
He's more of an assistant striker.
Yeah. He could, if you played him as a front two, he'd probably work that role better because he's got a target in front of him.
That's it.
Whereas he's got wingers who are also similar and they want to create rather than want to score. And that's why I don't think he needs to stop dropping back. He needs to just stay up there.
Yeah.
A bit like Haaland.
Yeah.
How often does Haaland come back to win the ball? No. Very fucking rarely, but where is he always? In the fucking box when you need him.
He's
like,
always there. Hanging bastard.
And what? He scored fucking what? 11 goals in the first 8 games, didn't he? Some daft like that. He was halfway to being classed as a decent Premier League striker after 6 fucking games because of the goals he'd scored.
Breaking all sorts of fucking records.
Aaron Haaland getting the bin.
Please.
Literally, yeah, please. For the rest of the season.
Get injured, please. That's in a nice way.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's a nice person.
Yeah. Someone that's not permanent.
Just
like his dad.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh, no, he played on after that, I think he played another season after that.
No, he didn't. Not after Roy Keane one. No, that was it. He was done. Okay. He did his knee first, didn't he?
Yeah.
And then Keane full on broke his leg. And then that was it then. Fucking Roy Keane.
To be fair, it was revenge because he injured him 2 years before.
Yeah.
So.
And this is my argument. I don't reckon Keane would survive in the Prem now.
No.
Even rules regardless.
He'd be sent off every game.
Well, yeah, you'd be sent off every game. But rules regardless. If it was the same rules as the 90s for tackles and stuff like that, I still don't think he'd survive. Because physically...
Everyone's fucking fast.
Everyone's a lot fitter now physically than they were then. And when people turn around and go, oh, let's compare Vidic to Van Dijk, or let's compare fucking Gerrard to Bellingham. Even that short gap between them, you can't compare them because it's 2 different styles of play in 2 different teams in 2 different fucking periods of time of playing football. It's like comparing Maradona to Messi. You can't, because the rules were more relaxed for Maradona than they are for Messi.
They fucking were.
Which is why I would say Messi's better than Maradona, because he continues to do similar aspects to Maradona in a harsher environment.
But you could say that Maradona's actually won World Cups, Messi hasn't.
We'll see. He's still got a few weeks.
He's got a few weeks, yeah.
But yeah, we'll see. Let me get off that. So when we're ready to burn them in the right place. Yeah. Football's what we're going to talk about next week.
No idea.
We'll
think of something.
What date is it today?
It is the 7th.
So let's think. Next week, what we got going on next week? other than the World Cup. We'll probably
we'll
talk about
touch
the
on
World
that.
Cup, and then we'll find something else to talk about.
I'm on afternoons, so
Oh,
it'll be a morning recording again.
Oh, you fucking bastard!
That's not me.
I don't even know what I want to be fair.
Week after I'm off though.
Oh
Yeah.
Ooh.
Leading up to Christmas, I booked that last year.
A pod a day? No, definitely not. The only way we would, I would even consider a pod a day is if we went into some sort of lockdown again and I didn't have to go to work. Oh wait, we're essential workers. We have to go to work.
Yeah, we fucking work regardless.
Yeah.
People need safety on the motorways. People want the hot drinks.
Maybe that. No, I was going to say that's a dangerous game. Let's not talk about my work. I'd be fucking here for hours.
Could be a subject though.
It could be a subject. Just motivates in general.
Yeah.
We're not allowed
Drive safely, you fuckers.
we're not allowed to talk about smart motorways.
Okay, smart ones. Okay.
Yeah, that is the biggest controversial point in the minute.
Yeah.
So our work are very clear. Social media misuse. You can't bring the company into dispute. So
Something you don't agree on.
So
you can't-
literally,
you
like,
can't
so
do it.
I see it all the time. There's Facebook groups for traffic officers, and you see it there all the time. People like making comments and stuff. And you sit there and think, you are fucking stupid.
You get sacked.
You could get sacked.
Mm.
Like I got dragged up for a tweet I sent probably about 10:30 in the morning. Fucking nothing was going right for me for about a week in a bad way mentally. Immediately we're going on all day and nothing was fucking. I was just dead stressed. Seen something. Hey, you fucking love it. And replied. And this about it is my manager was like, well, so my manager, his manager, called me and was like, I actually thought it was quite funny.
Fair enough.
It was like, he said, and if you take the first 5 words out of that,
It would have been fine.
you wouldn't even been brought in because the rest of it is factually correct. And it's like, so
Just a warning.
one of
don't
our
do it
depots
again.
up north at Samsbury, they were going thing up with Lancashire Police,
Mhm.
and a guy tweeted, traffic officers don't need a 60 grand car just to sit on the hard shoulder and eat sandwiches. That could be done with a 10 to 15k car. And I was like, firstly, we don't sit on the hard shoulder because that's fucking dangerous, dickhead.
We sit on a ledge high above.
Yeah, exactly. We have perches to sit on to look down on you peasants. I was like, but I thought I'm not getting into that one. So I was like, the general idea, what I should have gone back with was right. Then tell me a vehicle that can carry numerous melter kit, work in all weather conditions, and has the towing capacity to tow a HGV.
Exactly.
Which now we're not allowed to tow because someone damaged the chassis. So we will.
Yeah.
But at the time, I was allowed to.
Yeah.
If I'd gone with just that part of the tweet,
You were fine.
I'd have been fine. What the company didn't like was me starting with, all right, Mr. fucking knows everything.
You can't insult the public.
Can't insult anyone, no. And it was that was the, yeah, you tit. But I think, held my hands up, and yeah, it was me. And I think
At least you found it funny.
yeah, he found it. He was like, I did think it was good. Like, don't get me wrong. He said, you know what you've done wrong? I'm like, yeah, I do. Are you going to reply to more people? No.
No.
And I see it now, and like, you see some of the comments and stuff, and you're like,
You want to chime in, but you
yeah,
can't.
I don't have to. There's an account on Twitter that does it for me.
Oh, there you go.
Because someone, so the general crux of it is there's an account called Smart Motorways Kill because there has been numerous fatalities for different reasons, and the crux of the matter is I ain't getting into it because my opinions on it to a lot of other people's is definitely going to be the other way. Working on him, dead safe. People know you go on that red X, they're getting a ticket. People speed, they're getting a ticket. So in terms of my safety, they're all great. I understand people's frustrations and blah, blah, blah. There's an account called Smart Motorways Don't Kill on Twitter. And anytime they post something, Smart Motorways, they reply. And it's like the stereotypical sarcastic shitty answer I would love to give, but I don't have to, so I'll just read them. Like, oh, thanks.
Thank you very much.
Whoever runs that account, thank you. You've saved me loads of bolligans. Oh,
He's the hero we don't deserve.
it's a hero I fucking need, mate. Next week, yeah, what knows what we're talking about. Week after, it'll be the build up to Christmas.
Yeah.
We'll discuss
Christmas
that.
episode.
A Christmas episode.
Yeah.
You can bring your Thanos.
Okay.
I might wear a hat.
I'll wear my new Christmas jumper.
Your new Christmas jumper?
Have you not seen it?
No, I need a Christmas jumper.
I'll send you it.
No, keep it. I want to see.
You want it to be a secret?
Keep it under a jacket as well. So when we sit down, you'll be like, boom, unveil yourself. Make sure you are wearing pants as well, though. I don't want just the jumper.
Oh,
Just you in the jumper.
damn! I was not gonna wear pants. Oh no!
I think about it.
Banned.
Banned. Not finished. They wouldn't be. What the? Oh, probably just be able to see your leg.
Just me fucking bare white leg here.
Your Casper leg. Oh, fucking hell. Yes. Right. Usual shit. If you like the pod, give it a thumbs up on YouTube. Give us a comment. Subscribe and notify so you can let yourselves know when we are live again. Twitter, follow us at GITBpod. Dutchy is still not done a TikTok.
Doing it. I will do it. Don't worry. It's coming.
He says this.
Coming.
Get it in the bin.
Fuck you.
Cha! Upset me, nasty bitch!
Yeah, all of them. All of them.
All
of them. Because he's not done it like he said he would 2 weeks ago.
Do it.
So, yes, we'll have a TikTok soon. But yes, follow us on Twitter, IGTVpod. And any questions, get in the bins, am I the arsehole, confessions,
Yeah. Would you rather?
would you rather, anything you want to send to us, give us abuse, give us praise, anything, get in the bin pod@gmail.com.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Goodbye. Bye, Felicia.
Thank you.
Bye, Dutchy. Thank you. Goodbye. Thank you. Come again.
Thank you. Come again.
To prove that, innit?
Yeah.
Thank you. Come again.
I'm gonna get mad.
There's a lot worse out there. Your face.